What's up, loves? I'm here. Happy to be here. Um, let's get into it. So, I'm sure as you can tell from the title, this is a message from the divine feminine to the divine masculine. In our last love reading, we did the divine masculine to the divine feminine. But I got a call to do this one as well, right? Now, let me just tell y'all, because I like to tell you a little bit about my day, the energy where I am, what's been going on, and what's been, pushing me to do these readings or whatever. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I have had a whole attitude, and especially today. Like today, it was just at like this peaking point, right? If you watched the last love reading and we got all of the messages from, the divine masculine and everything, and in particular there's somebody or a couple people for some of y'all, like from your past, right, that showed up in the reading. Now, I gave my whole spiel about the past and everything, but like I said, God is working on me, with that. Not so closed off. Now, not for everybody now. Some people from the past know they better stay in the past. Don't even think about talking to me. But for the people I could have in mind as to who, this could be, when I'm getting all these messages, when I'm watching other readers, and things like that, I'm like, okay, cool. I'm hearing the messages. And when I tell y'all, like, I don't care what type of reading I do. And not just do, but no matter what type of reading I watch, like, not even love readings, right? Because I watch them, but I'm not crazy about them, And here's why I had such an attitude. Because, can you come talk to me? It's bothering me, in ways that I can't explain to, be watching these readings. Honey, I can be watching a reading about career, finance, family, anything. And guess who's going to pop up in my reading every time? This or these divine masculines. And all of these readings are like, I just want you to know this, and I want you to know that, and I want you to know. And I'm like, okay, I hear you, but honey, I'm in the 3D realm existing. You know my number, you know my social media, somebody that knows me. You can get in contact with me and say these things, right? So this is why I had an attitude today, right? And normally, and I'm lighting my water candle today, y'all, so I can, really balance my emotions through this reading. But normally, we get these readings and we hear these confirmations, and it's kind of like, okay, cool. Like, we get a little win to keep going, right? To keep believing, to keep understanding, like, okay, I'm manifesting in the right direction, things are really, lining up and working. But sometimes, honey, hearing the same thing over and over and over again is just like, and especially for a situation like this, when we're talking about a person who has free will to come say whatever they want to say. So I'm just here like, okay, you keep playing in my energy. You keep trying to send me all these messages. You want me to wait on you to go through whatever process this is that you can't, pull it together to just say what you need to say. And I get it. I try not to be too insensitive because I know that we all have different ways of expressing ourselves, right? And some people don't have much practice with self-expression or emotional expression. But some things could be as simple as, I like you. I'm sorry. I want to try again. Do you want to go on a date? Can I take you out? You know what I'm saying? Like, these are things you can initiate this process. So, again, this is my perspective, and I'm doing this reading because I really want to get, any other divine feminines, you know, your energy, what are you feeling right now about this? You know, if you related to their last love reading and you may be in separation from your person, or you may not even know who your person is, but it's just like still they're so in your energy, right? Like we talked about last time, they're so in your energy to where it's like, okay, I know you're around, you're here, you're watching me. But why not say hello? Why not say anything? And why even, you know, use your energy as a divine, you know, masculine, who more than likely has some sort of spiritual gifts, you know, God complex. Why use all of your energy, time, whatever, to try to just hold me up energetically when you know you're not coming forward? And God forbid you not coming forward because you still in your ego, right? Because for me personally, anybody that I've dealt with, you know, in the past, even if it was somebody that I really liked and they rejected me or we fell off or whatever the case was, most times it was because a motherfucker was in their ego, and not in the good way. Their egos were rooted in insecurities and this nasty, just prideful energy. And I wasn't going to allow them to connect to me in that way. You're going to come in, you're going to respect me as a queen, and I'm going to respect you as the king that you are. Nothing more, nothing less. So, of course, if you weren't in a place to where you wanted to operate in that energy, or you were used to, you know, having all of these feminines chasing after you or just begging for your attention, I'm not she. And we had to figure that out. Hence the reason why we're not talking right now. But again, for me, in my situation, if that is somebody, you know, that I dealt with that is trying to come back, if that is the person that is in my energy right now, come back and say, I'm sorry. Come back and fix it. And leave my energy alone. Don't keep sending me messages. When I'm going to get a reading about some things that I'm doing in my life, I'm trying to better myself and keep moving forward and do for me, because I am doing just that unapologetically. I don't have time to wait for anybody. And even for the person that I'm meant to be with, and it could be the same for you, whoever you're meant to be with. You know, you're not forcing anything. You're not going out here just searching. You're not, you know, you could be dating, but you still have this understanding of your standard and what you know what it is that you want. So even in dating and having fun, it's like, okay, cool. But when I get done, when the night is over with and I go back home, I'm going back home by myself. I'm going back home to focus on me. I'm going back home to make a plan on what I'm going to do tomorrow to make sure that I'm happy, healthy, and whole. You get what I'm saying? So in the midst of me trying to focus on that divine masculine, you don't get to come in and interfere with that energy because you want to still be relevant. You get what I'm saying? You have the power to be relevant by showing up and speaking. Let's grow up. Grow up. Grow up. Some things are so simple and always could have been. In all natures of relationship, you know, even for you guys, we're getting past this point of, you know, all of this toxic energy that's not cute no more. It's not fun. It's not any of those things. And so the example that I use so often is like, okay, if I want to be here, you want to be here. What are we fighting for? There is no fighting for love. There is no making this complicated. There is no you begging me, I'm begging you. There is no starving each other out because of X, Y, and Z. There is no forcing anybody to do anything. So for me, it's that simple. I like you, you like me, let's do it. I don't like you, you don't like me, leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't no I like you, but I'm going to hide my feelings and I'm going to do all this and I'm going to still try to pull on you and I want you to wait on me. And you better go somewhere and get healed and balanced quickly. Healed and balanced quickly. Because, again, divine feminines, I'm about to tap into y'all's energy to see, you know, what's going on. I know how I'm feeling. It's not going to keep going like that. It's cute. It's sweet. I like all the messages. I like when I can feel you around, when I'm thinking about you and all of that. But, baby, if you're not in the place to where you're ready to make a move, to actually come and be here, to play your role, leave me alone. That's simple for me. And if anybody is cross-watching, if you are the divine masculine in my life, if you are one of them, because it ain't just one. Like, that's the thing that's really bothering me. It's not just one for me. But everybody going to come rushing in energetically, but nobody's... Or when a person hits me up, the conversation is very, very just, hey... Or you just finding some sort of way to just say something to get my attention. It's like, what do you want? Like, and I'm that person. Like, I'm gonna ask, how can I help you? What do you need? I'm good on the small talk. Like, if you know, if we were already established, then cool, you can hit me up anytime. But for somebody who just wants to, you know, be in that revolving door energy, you just want to pop up whenever and feel like I'm supposed to drop everything I'm doing to tend to whatever your needs are in that moment. No, sweetheart. No. No, that's not what we're doing. Not over here. Now, I didn't mean to take this long speaking my piece. But like I said, we are here to tap into all of the divine feminine's energy. We're going to tap into how you're feeling and what messages you have for the divine masculine today, okay? So divine masculines, if you are watching, divine feminines, if you are watching, cross-watching to see, making sure I get your messages right, let's tune in, let's tap in, let's get to it, okay? Thank you to this ancestors, spirit guides, deities, all the most high powers that sit with me at this time. I pray for clear, concise messages to come through these cards. We want to invite in the divine feminine energies as well, for them to speak during this reading to their divine masculine. What would you like to say at this time? Okay? And I speak that every person that is watching this video is protected as they receive these messages. Anybody watching this video for ill intent, honey, this is not the video for you. Get out of here. Now. Leave. You're not welcome. And I give my ancestors permission to handle accordingly every person that is not welcome in this reading. All right. So let's see, divine feminines. What do you like? What would you want to say to the divine masculines at this time? Oh, hold on, girls. Slow down. Honey, y'all sound like me at the beginning of this video. I guess I should take all of these, yes. So I have the Ace of Materials in reverse, the High Priestess, the Three of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. Okay, let's see what else wants to come out before I read these. Six of Emotions in reverse. Yeah, it looked like some of y'all kind of feeling like me. Like, seriously. Like, Page, what's this? Page of Swords. Yeah. What else wants to come out? Cards flipping, honey. Knight of Swords in reverse. And the Ten of Wands. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the Five of Swords. Okay. So it looks like a lot of y'all are feeling like I'm feeling, right? With the first card out, normally when we see an ace, you know, we think about new beginnings, and especially when we talk about at the top of a read, right? But this ace came out in reverse. Okay, some of y'all are really feeling, you know, like this for the divine feminine, you're feeling like, you know, whoever this person is, right? You know, this is somebody that you have manifested. You know that this is somebody, you know, if this is somebody from your past, you're willing to be in a place to where you're going to give them another chance, right? You want a new beginning with this person. But if you are in separation from this person, if it's somebody from your past, if you are constantly trying to manifest and this person, this divine, you know, masculine energy has yet to enter into your life, you're now in this energy of like, you know, somewhat feeling like, some of you feeling like this is not going to happen, right? For some of you divine, you know, masculines, your divine feminine wants you to know that whatever this delay that is causing, you know, that is happening right now, is really causing them to feel as though, you know, you're not serious. Feel as though you're not, you know, coming for them. And again, some of them understand that, right? They know that they are the high priestess, the three of emotions. And this is the way you see them, right? You're a divine masculine. You're looking at this woman. You're like, you're my high priestess. I really want to be with you, right? For whatever reason, I want to be with you. But it's not happening. It's not happening. And we have here the Page of Pentacles, or the Page of Materials, which is also in reverse, right? And for your divine feminine, yeah, I just because we have the Page of Pentacles here, and then we have the Six of Emotions, which is also in reverse. Six of Cups is another one of those cards that talks about an equal give and take, right? A balancing act. But all of these are in reverse. Even when we talk about pages, right? Pages are representative of messages coming in. They bring messages. And materials, you know, with all of these materials being on the board, the Ace of Materials being at the beginning, this divine, you know, feminine sees the divine masculine as something that is really, really, really valuable, right? They see this relationship with you as something that is valuable. They see the connection with you as something that is valuable. Even though this person knows that they are the high priestess alone, with or without you, right? She's letting you know, with or without you, I know that I'm here, but this is what I desire. The Three of Cups is the card that talks about, you know, working with other people, having that union, right? Three people on this card. It's like three people and one body, because there is unity. Yes, there's multiple people, but there is unity, right? So the divine feminine is like, I'm here now in my high priestess energy, right? I've done what I needed to do emotionally. I've detached from other situations. I'm single, right? Because 9 times out of 10, if sis is in her high priest energy, she ain't taking no foolishness from anybody. Meaning that she's not playing around. She's not dibbling and dabbling in all of these other energies, because she realizes that whoever this is for her, that she sees in this life of pentacles, or which is materials, earth, natural, you know, somebody who is very, very grounded, somebody who brings abundance to their life, somebody she can see herself having abundance with, right? So it's like, if you're not in that energy, upright, coming forth, being bold, you can't talk to the high priestess. But the high priestess is trying to figure out what's going on. And I say that because the Six of Emotions is in reverse. This character on this card looks like she's just in a lot of thought, right? And look what she's holding on to. There's like this little, I guess you would call it a wheel. Some sort of a wheel here. And within their will is like her inner child. And you see the inner child is sitting on a suitcase here. And, you know, even here there's a lady that's on the beach. But it's like we're contemplating. These are the things that we want to do. These are the things that we want to, you know, plan, move, be about with our Ace of Pentacles or materials energy here. But we can't. There's this delay, right? And always, here's something new that you know about me. You get to know about me, right? And will continue to be as long as you know me. I'm going to always instruct the divine feminine energies that come to me for guidance on how do you, you know, how are you so confident? How do you handle this? You know, what about dealing with men? I'm a somewhat traditional in my mindset, right? Somewhat is the key word. Because not everything. But when it comes down to a man pursuing a woman, in which we have the Knight of Swords here, the Knight of Voices, in which this card is always just like this, you see this horse is just on the movement, like it's hella movement in reverse, of course. But as a divine feminine, we have this understanding that the divine masculine comes to you. Okay? And the same thing, you know, I know this is a divine feminine to a divine masculine message, but these are going to go like for both ways, right? This is a kind of like a mixture of both. We're having a conversation here. But that doesn't mean, divine feminines, that you know, you have these divine masculines in a position to where they're constantly trying to chase you. It's not what I mean. But the one thing that we understand fully about a man, a divine masculine energy, is whatever that man wants, he's going to come get. Period. I don't care what it is. If you've dealt with a man before in any light, regard, anything, work with them, live with them, related to them, whatever. If you've never been in that place where you've seen that sparkle in their eye come alive for something, and then automatically behind it comes the unending devotion to get it, to obtain it, you're missing out on an experience. But same thing goes for when the divine, you know, masculine is in pursuit of a divine feminine. And I don't know. We're going to get some clarity cards. I don't know for you, you know, if you're dealing with a divine masculine who is, you know, maybe going through something at this time, because we have the 10 of inspirations here, which is a 10 of wands in this deck. And maybe, you know, if this is not the divine feminine energy, just, you know, feeling kind of burdened and stressed out right now. Okay, this is 2. I heard both. For some of you, this is this divine feminine that is feeling this 10 of wands energy, right? You see how this person, she has this water that she's carrying. She's watching and guarding all of these, looks like little cows or something. They're all carrying water. She's having to do a lot for herself at this time. For some of the divine feminines. And for some of the divine feminines, that's why she don't want you playing in her energy. You're either going to come, help her with some of these cups, help her come out of this 10 of wands energy. Not the, well, I say cups because these are like little cups here, but this is wands. Help her out of this 10 of wands energy, put this in reverse. Or you're going to leave her alone to do and handle whatever it is that she already has going on in her life. The divine feminine wants you to know, sweetheart, sweet divine masculine, despite of what you're used to, this divine feminine's entire world does not revolve around you. Waiting for you, her plans and what she's trying to do, her being this high priestess, it's not going to be stopped because of you, waiting on you. Okay. We have the Page of Voices here that is upright, which is like the Page of Swords. And I hear with this, that the divine feminine has a lot of people that are trying to get to her, right? Even with this in this deck being called the Page of Voices, she has a lot of voices in her ear. She has a lot of people in her inbox. She has a lot, you know, not just of heavy things or things that have been, you know, that we would count as like responsibilities, but she has a lot of other options, essentially. And though she may not be entertaining all of them, because she is this high priestess, she has business, right? A high priestess, you can be dealing with a woman that works for herself, a woman who, you know, is in her alpha female energy. She's a boss. She can handle her own, right? Has been handling her own. And because of that, she has a lot of people that are attracted to her, right? Even with this Three of Emotions being here, she has a lot of people that wants to come in and offer their cups to her. Because again, in this deck, it says Three of Emotions, but this is the Three of Cups. These are people that want to come to this high priestess, that are coming to this high priestess. But just like y'all came through in the last reading, and I'm sure y'all are doing it because it's happening for me. I'm sure it's happening for the divine feminines as well that are connected to this channel or to my tribe. Y'all won't leave them alone. And I hear very clearly that the divine feminines are asking, what do you want? What do you want? And then if you're in a place to where you are still so undecisive, right? And okay, so say for instance, we're talking about these same divine masculines that we channeled in the last reading, right? The way y'all came last time, it was like emotionally speaking, y'all were balanced, right? Y'all were doing what y'all needed to do. We understand that, right? Knight of Pentacles energy, you taking your time, growing, changing. Because 9 times out of 10, whoever this high priestess is for you, divine masculine, she has changed your life. When you met her, if you were in your, you know, immature knight energy, not operating as a king, you were prideful, egotistical, in the worst way, this woman came and probably hurt your ego very, very bad. And not even intentionally, just by being who she is, because you understood that you had to raise your standard to be able to meet hers. Right? But nobody owes you the time, space, and energy to get your shit together. That's what I want you to know. Not saying that this divine feminine is not going to provide it to you, because even with this energy here of there being so much waiting, right? It is showing me that this divine feminine energy, this priestess, is in a waiting energy for you to come and say what it is that you need to say. And again, not just energetically, not just speaking through dreams, not just astro projecting, but get your butt up in the 3D realm. If you gotta fly, drive, walk, ride a bike, catch a train, bus, whatever, skateboard, I don't care. Go get her. Go get her. Because what she wants you to know is she's not coming to you. That's very clear. We already have enough on our plate with this 10 of Wands energy. And we're just not going to do it. We're just not going to do it. And this is what I hear. I love you, sweetie, but I can't. The high priestess is still just as gentle in her nature, but very, very firm still as to what she will and will not do. And maybe there was a conversation that was had between you and this divine, you know, feminine before to let you know that. But whether or not you took her serious at that time, I want you to know now, if you're tuning into this video and you're trying to see what the messages are, she says, I still feel the same way. But when you're ready, you're going to have to make a move. Period. And especially if you were dealing with somebody, you know, a divine feminine energy who was very, very nurturing and caring in their, you know, in their nature. This was 9 times out of 10 a woman who, you know, who never made you have to question whether or not they or how they felt about you. They never made you question that. I don't feel that. So for whatever this reconciliation is supposed to be, for whatever potential that it holds, whatever it could be, whoever this divine masculine is that has been, again, watching. Look at her with these glasses. I'm talking about focused, honey, laser vision, watching this divine feminine. And all the while trying to send their energy, man. I hope she ain't moving on. I hope this. I hope don't nobody else come in. Baby, hope. Hope is a motherfucker. But action, though. Let's get some clarity cards. And I have a clarity card for this Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Materials in reverse. Why is this here? Tower moment. Let's get one more. Ace of Pentacles. What is this Ace of Pentacles here? And Justice in reverse. Yeah, for some people, it really is just like, bro, you just got to make it right. Because what I see here is like, okay, whatever happened during this tower moment, and maybe, you know, again, if this is somebody from your past, this was the moment where it all just kind of came crumbling down, right? There was no more, we thought we were heading in the direction of a new beginning, right? Ace of Materials, it could be something that's very, very good, fruitful, blah, 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 whatever. Tower moment comes, and this is upright, right? So this is a tower, an actual tower. And then it's like the Justice in reverse. And when I see the Justice in reverse, this makes me think about, you know, there's an apology or some sort of reconciliation that is needed. And when we think about reconciling, it's not just the act of coming back together, but it's coming together and making it right. It's coming together and it's making it right. So the divine feminine wants you to know you don't remain relevant in her life by, again, playing around in her energy or stalking her. That's weird. It's cute, but it's weird. You get what I'm saying? Like, and I made a song recently called Respect the Game, right? And the song was essentially talking about how, you know, it was a song for my divine feminine energies. We are too pretty to be chasing after men. Booty too big for that, to be running after a man. Okay. It also said that my options are endless. Check my friend list. Honey, I wish you could see my inbox too. Because that'll probably put a little fire up under you if you understood. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if this divine masculine has in his mind, and I feel like this message wouldn't be coming through if he didn't, right? And again, if we're dealing with the egotistical masculine or somebody who is coming out of that energy, honey, you'd be surprised at how they think certain people are just supposed to fall at their feet, with or without them saying anything. They feel like people are supposed to be breaking their doors down. But then they met you. And, you know, even though this for you, you know, being separated from this person, however it happened, it felt like a tower moment for both of you, right? And for you, it may have been like a heartbreak, like, dang, like, I can see the potential in this person. I can see where this can go, or where this is supposed to be going. But if I'm committed to remaining in my high priestess energy, then that means I have to allow this masculine to show me and guide me. Because again, if we're talking about somebody who we're expecting to lead us and our family, somebody we're supposed to, you know, kind of melt and work, have this water fluid energy, this submissive energy with this person, honey, you're not gonna run us to hell. You're not. So at the point where this high priestess was just observing and seeing what you were going to do, allowing you the space to pursue her, it seems as though your pride may have gotten the best of you, or whatever it is. If it wasn't your pride, it was fear of emotions, it was something, someone, it could have been a third party with this Three of Cups here, that got in the way and caused everything to come to this abrupt ending, right? And yes, it hurt the high priestess. She continued to remain in her high priestess energy, but it made her feel away. And the way to make it right, to get this justice in the upright position, you got to talk to her. And the purpose of this message is, again, to let you know she's giving you the space to do that. Divine masculine. This divine feminine energy is giving you the space to do that. But just know that for every moment that you're not saying anything, forget what you're talking about in the energy. Forget how you keep popping up in everybody's readings. We don't want to hear that. We want to hear your voice. And until then, this justice is going to remain in reverse. So divine masculine, if you ever feel like this is going to be like a waiting game, you're going to starve this high priestess out, she's eventually going to come back, they all do, you're sadly mistaken. And you're going to be a sad specimen at this point. Because she's not budging. No matter how bad she wants to hear from you, no matter how bad she's trying to, you know, manifest this, until this Knight of Wands comes in with this movement to make it right, to say what he needs to say. We have the Seven of Pentacles here in reverse. This will not be a fruitful connection. Nothing will come from this. We can't grow. We can't do what we need to do. Okay? Let's get a clarity card for this Three of Emotions. Why is this Three of Emotions, Three of Cups here? Why is this Three of Emotions here? So we had the Six of Wands to fall across the High Priestess and the Three of Emotions. And then we had the Strength card in reverse. Give me a second here. Yeah, so for this, I know I just said that some of these divine feminines are really providing you the space to come, say, and do what you need to do. But what this is giving me, if I see the Six of Wands and a message like this, this is giving me the I'm moving on energy, right? This is a person who comes back, you know, they are greeted by their fans. You know, all the people that admire them, they're cheering them on. This is the card of being seen, you know. But this came out in reverse, right? I'm sorry, not reverse, sideways across this High Priestess and the Three of Cups energy. And for some, you know, of you divine masculines, you need to know that whoever it is that you're dealing with, whoever your divine feminine is, her patience are getting thin. Strength card. And it's funny because in the last reading, when we had it the other way around, we had this, you know, this Knight of Pentacles energy that came out sideways. There may have been another reading. The first love reading I did. When we were talking about being patient with this person, right? And at this time, it wasn't that for that reading, it wasn't divine masculine or feminine energy. It was just in general, like you're a person. If you're in separation, we were taking a look into what was going on. But it was like this person was coming out of a karmic situation. And they just needed a little patience to get their life together, right? But now here it is, the roles have kind of reversed, right? Or maybe still this is your person that we were referring to in that other video. But now, whereas, you know, I saw that you guys even then were getting impatient. And the message from me as the reader was like, okay, just be patient, because I could really see that this person was dealing with a lot. But for some of y'all ain't hearing it no more. And I get it. I get it from both ends, right? I get it. Some of y'all are like, listen, my fans waiting on me. I'm about to go back and pick up this little black book. I'm about to do my thing. You get what I'm saying? Because I know that I am this high priestess. I know that there's so much more for me. I know that there are so many people who, you know, are willingly throwing their hearts at me to connect with me. And up until now, the sights right here with this Six of Emotions were set on this particular divine masculine. But now with this being in reverse, it's kind of like, honey, listen. So I really get that vibe with this coming out sideways like that some of y'all are really like, I'm tired of waiting. Strength card in reverse, I am tired of waiting. And probably not going to be waiting much longer, just being honest. So for whoever that's for or who that came from, they said what they said. I'm just a messenger, okay? What about this page of materials in reverse? What's this about? Well, we have this page of materials in reverse. Hold on. Look at this. Remember when I described to you at first and I said that this person with this page of materials being here, this divine feminine really sees you as materials energy, as pentacles energy, which is something that is of, you know, richness in nature, right? And not at all do they see you as someone that they could use or benefit from, or, you know, not that type of, when I say they see you as, you know, material. But I'm saying that they value you, right? That's a better word to use. They value who you are. They value your presence, right? But with this coming out in reverse, it's like, okay, you're not here. I cannot do that. I can't show you how I truly feel about you. And clarifying that card, we have the Four of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Three of Wands. Letting me know again, this person has been waiting for you. This person is being patient with you because they see you as the Hierophant. We have the Hierophant and the High Priestess on the board. Okay? This divine feminine sees you regardless of how you see yourself at this time. And maybe that's a part of the problem for some of you divine, you know, masculines. Something, or however the situation played out with this Tower moment, whatever was going on, you have convinced yourself that you're not worthy of this person. And maybe that's what the delay is for you. You're not coming in. But the whole time, sis is waiting. Three of Wands is the card that talks about waiting on those ships to roll in. Followed by the Three and the Four of Wands. Because it's like, as soon as you get here, honey, let's do this. I know that you're the person for me. I know that you're my Hierophant to my High Priestess. But please don't allow your Hierophant to turn into this narcissistic emperor energy, right? In which all emperors are narcissistic, but this can easily be turned into that energy when we allow pride to get in the way, divine masculine. Okay? So that's why, and it's just funny that, you know, even with this set of clarity cards coming out after what I just said, collective reading, so it's different strokes for different folks. Some of you masculines are dealing with a feminine energy that she ain't having it no more. She's not waiting on you anymore. Some of you are dealing with the feminine energy who is still letting you know, wanting to let you know that I am waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. God forbid if you ever told yourself that you were waiting on me to come back. No, not coming. I'm waiting for you. Waiting for you. Ball is in your court, sir. You got to shoot your shot. And right now, you just, for some of y'all running down the time on the clock. You're running out of time. The strength in which this person is even connected to you, or, you know, even the ability to even affect them throughout your energy. That's weakening. Because it's not enough. And I think that's understood. We can't date anybody energetically. What? Yes, that's a part of the process, but honey, we are 3D beings. We're here. You gotta go talk to that person. Even if you feel like your divine feminine is a spiritual being, right? You know that they can hear you. They can understand you. Anytime that you come through and you say anything, she's gonna hear. But that does not change the fact that you have to go and make it right. You got to go get this justice card, switch to the upright position. You got to make it right, sir. Why is the Six of Emotions in reverse here? Y'all, come on here. I can't pick them up. So to clarify, the Six of Emotions in reverse, we had the Star card to pop out, the Lover's card to pop out, the Four of Cups, which came out first, and the Hangman in reverse. Again, like, I really feel and I relate to y'all divine feminines. Like, I'm really getting the vibe that whereas this divine feminine was just so, you know, kind of sure at one point, right? And again, I still could be picking up on two different energies because it's kind of like back and forth. Like, I'm not waiting, I'm waiting. I'm not waiting, I'm waiting, right? And again, this could be that 10 of Wands energy when not only are we talking about this divine feminine energy that has a lot of responsibilities as it is, but you're adding to that mental, you know, trouble because you're playing in their energy but not doing anything. But still, again, I want you to look at these cards. The Star and the Lover's card together is a beautiful combination, right? The Star, the brightest, most ultimate, you know, beautiful. Maybe you're an air sign, whatever. The person you're dealing with is an air sign, whatever it may be. And the Lover's card together. So the divine feminine, again, has this understanding. And I feel as though she knows that you have this understanding as well, even if you never expressed that, right? Even if you were in your Six of Emotions energy when you first met them. And you weren't really in a place to where you would, you know, you were good at or knew how to express yourself. You both had this undeniable feeling that this was like a legit love. Like, this is a legit situation. But even beyond knowing that, because there is no action to support that, to push that, to grow that, to bring it into life. Look at this. We got the Four of Cups and the Hangman in reverse. So for some of y'all, for real, the Hangman in reverse, which is the card in the upright that talks about waiting. This divine masculine, feminine is letting the divine masculine know, I'm not waiting any longer, sweetheart. And by the time I'm done waiting, whenever you do decide to come in and give me your cup or offer or whatever, I don't want to hear it. Look at how this person has their arms folded. I don't want to hear it. Because you had all this time before. And I don't want to hear it. And I want the divine masculines to know as well that it's a little insulting sometimes to know that you have the ability to talk to somebody. Now, again, if you are a divine masculine that has been blocked, like whatever happened with this tower moment when you and this divine, feminine, she blocked you, then cool, I understand. That may be the only way that you can connect with her. You gotta, tap into her energy. You gotta astral project. But for y'all knuckleheads that just want to be stubborn and all this other stuff and just make stuff more difficult than what it has to be. No. No. Not waiting for you. Not giving you the space to be this brat. None of that. No matter how much I like you. No matter how much I know that we could be this popping power couple, whatever. This star couple. No. And you better believe, because I'm a person, I believe that, we have multiple soulmates, right? And a soulmate is not just a person that's meant to be like your life partner. There's two different things, twin flames, all these other titles. But we all meet several different soulmates. And you can meet a soulmate on your path. And if things went as planned, like the way you planned it before you came into this realm, when you met this person, at that point in time, you were going to give them something. They were going to give you something to exchange to help them in that process to continue to move forward. But a lot of times we'll meet our soulmates, right? And it'll just be this thing of just, right place, bad timing. Because one or the other person, or both, are not where they're needed to or meant to be on their individual journeys. So because of that, now you can't give me what I need. I can't give you what you need. So for some of y'all, I feel like when you met this person, that was the case. You knew this was somebody that was supposed to be in your life. But this was somebody you met in the past life or somebody who was literally from your past. You knew at that time that this person was meant to be in your life. For the best reasons. The Lover's card. But you don't get to, this High Priestess understands that you don't get to stop your process to wait on anybody. You don't. And honestly speaking, if the divine masculine energy is in delay still because he is growing or doing what's needed, whatever, then this is going to be inevitable. That person is still going to, maybe that time and space where you met them in that cycle wasn't the right space. But as you both continue to grow, when we come back around on that wheel, we're going to meet again. And it's going to be the right way. And again, that's for a person who's kind of willing to wait on a person, right? But for somebody else, you keep going, honey. You stop waiting on people. You gonna mess around and meet another soulmate that's gonna come in and unmistakably know that you are who you are. This is somebody that's like, oh, I'm not gonna play about her. I need her. And no other man is going to have her. And I'm not just going to take her off the market so no other man can have her, but because I know that I need her. And I'm not going to shy away from letting her know that. So, divine masculines, I hope this is a clear message for you to get it together. Why is the Knight of Voices here in reverse? Queen of Cups. We'll have the Chariot card upright, Queen of Cups upright, and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Let me get one more card before I say what I'm hearing right now. One more clarity card for the Knight of Voices. I'm trying to tell y'all, some of these queens are moving on. The World card and the Nine of Pentacles came out with the Chariot, the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And I almost feel like this needs to be upright, because this is definitely, you know, it's definitely giving me the energy of like, okay, if you're not going to come, say what needs to be said, right? Voices, swords energy, communication. I'm going to have my Nine of Pentacles to myself. I'm going to travel the world. Continue to be this queen. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. All right, I'm going to clarify one more card, and then we're going to get some channel messages. This is a long reading, as always. As always, but we got to get the tea out. 10 of Inspiration. Why is this 10 of Inspiration, 10 of Wands here? Temperance and the Queen of Swords. Yeah. You know, this is literally, like I said before, some of y'all are really dealing with a feminine energy who, you know, they have a lot on their plate already as it is. And I also hear too, with this Queen of Swords in reverse, you're dealing with somebody who does not have pride issues. This is not a woman that you could, you know, break into submission or push or force into submission or anything like that. Because, you know, it's not just, there's not this, how can I say it? There's not a pride war. So even dealing with this woman from an egotistical perspective or anything that's not of the emotional light, you're not going to get far, because she is in her Queen of Swords in reverse energy. Meaning, swords are down, honey. Like I say all the time, we want to be here. What are we fighting for? I'm taking care of my responsibilities. I'm remaining in my balance and my healing. As this divine feminine energy, this high priestess, yet again, let me remind you, I'm not coming to play games with you, sweetheart. And I'm not going to stick around to allow you to do it. It's just that simple, divine feminines and masculines. It's that simple. And again, take this as it resonates with you. If you're dealing with the divine feminine and it's like you are actually reaching out and she ain't saying nothing, she could be moved on, my friend. Not gonna lie to you. She could be moved on already. And she wants you to know it's because of how long you chose to make her wait. How long we did this whole prideful stand down thing. Like, just wasn't about to keep waiting. Or even allowing my, you know, my goodness. Because I see a lot of this feminine energy on the board. Like, all this queen energy. I couldn't allow that to just sit and just, you know. For some of you all with this Queen of Swords in reverse, this woman has even cut you off energetically, right? Like I said, some of you guys are dealing with somebody who has been trying to play in your energy or communicate to you through your energy. And some of y'all are like, nope. Go away. Go away. And as I always say, I'm sorry to be the one to have to tell y'all. But this is what's happening. All right. So let's see. Do any other messages want to come through these channel cards from our divine feminine to our divine masculine? Is anything else going to come through? I don't know if I want to take all of those. Okay, let's see what these say. Look. And like I said, it's the divine masculine, whoever this is a very, very dominant energy, because even in this being a divine feminine to the divine masculine, the masculine has still been communicating and just like, okay, but, because they don't want you to move on from them. But even with, you know, where I am in my opinion, in which I gave at the beginning of this video, and now, like, I see it from everybody's point of view. I get it, because both of you, like, whoever these people are that we're talking about, you both come with this beautiful, you know, God complex about you. Hierophant energy. High Priestess. Queen of Pentacles, Cups. The Chariot card being here. So I get why, you know, there's this sense of both of you not wanting to maybe let go, or at some point that was the case, because this was something good. When, you know, you came together and you had enough sense to realize that this person, you know, affected you enough, or in a way to where you can understand that this is somebody that I'm meant to have in my life, right? But whatever came between, whatever stopped this, just keeping it in this weird stagnant place, right? But again, here we go. Candlelit dinner. Ready or not, I'm coming. And again, this message sounds like it's coming from the divine masculine. We're not even talking or asking him anything. We're just letting him know how we feel. But he just like, don't leave. Please, I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. I'm coming with a candlelit dinner. I respect you. They want you to know that they respect you. And they want to go on a date. They want you to be a power couple. And listen, y'all, I'm going to pull a couple more cards, because I'm not going to let the divine masculine come in and try to take over this reading. I'm just not doing it. No. For some of you, if you're dealing with somebody who, you know, that likes to come in and sweet talk and just, instead of just, directly addressing whatever issues, no. They're not going to be able to keep doing that to you. Because it's like at a certain point, and especially if there is an apology that's needed, yeah, you can take me out on a date, but while we on this date, you need to be talking. You need to be explaining what happened, why you had me waiting, all of this. If I say yes to going out on this date with you, you need to be talking. You're not just going to come wine and dine me and I just forget about everything. No. Says the divine feminine. No. Look, this was really like about a pride thing. I run this. And even like I said, I'm going to stop channeling these messages because the divine masculine is trying to come through. I'm trying to tell y'all, if you are a divine masculine that feels like this, that feel like you can come in and out, the divine feminine has spoken today. And she's not playing with you. You don't have that space with her anymore. And even if it's been like that up until now, like y'all been going through this same cycle, don't forget, this bad boy was to the side. Like we talked about with that Nine of Pentacles, you can come in and do that thing right and get the love of your life back, or you can do it and send her right on out there to the streets, to the rest of them ones. You see them ones. And I told y'all what ones means for me in this reading when we talk about love. Man versus woman, baby. The ones is that thing. That thing. You get what I'm saying? So she got options, baby. Never forget that. No matter what you think you run, only thing you running is her off. 2 more cards and I'm done. Look, some of these men think that you got love on demand. Okay. Some of y'all finna be helping yourself because this divine feminine ain't got nothing else for you. Okay? I don't know, y'all. This reading was a little... Whew. It feel like some of y'all are really in some, you know, some pride wars with some people. And, you know, I get the sense that a lot of you divine feminines are starting to realize that this ain't just like no... It's not fun. Like, it's not a fun game. It's not any of those things. And especially when you are a divine feminine that takes seriously the power of manifestation and just love and how you treat people. You're not here to play games with anybody. And maybe whoever you're dealing with was a person that felt that way. Okay? Divine masculine. I'm sorry that you have dealt with basic energy all of your life. But I want you to know that who and what you're dealing with now, whoever this reading is about, she's not that. And even if she was a person that was merciful enough to you to, you know, continue to kind of take you back and go back and forth with you, that's because she is the Queen of Cups. She is an emotional being. But the divine feminine wants you to know that she's not stupid by a long shot. Okay? And at this point in time, if you want anything to become of your connection with this person, if you want to keep the connection with your person, you got to make a move. Simple. Simple. And like I told y'all, when I started this reading, I'm like, I'm wondering, because I know how I was today. Like, got a quick little attitude. Steadily getting messages from this person. I'm like, talk to me. And I see that y'all feel the same way, because it's just like the reasons behind the silence are so nothing other than the illusion of pride and, you know, all of this thinking that you're accomplishing something, or feeling as though you're going to be weaker if you come and you actually make shit right. Like, no. A true divine feminine considers you weak or looks at you as less or with less respect when you act from a place of pride. When you go out of your way to make them feel less value. Oh, I don't want her to think I'm sweating her. Or you got to keep on this weird, hard image and just... No. No, baby. No. You want to body me, baby? Body me in the bedroom. But when it comes down to this mental, emotional, energetic space, this physical space, we're not doing it. So anyway, thank you to my divine feminines for coming through. Saying what you got to say. Divine masculine, I hope you took it as the truth and honesty that it is. And please don't try it. You know? Don't test the queens. Don't push the queens to wrath. For some of y'all still got a small window of opportunity. Don't let it pass. For some of y'all, keep moving. Because your divine feminine energy has told you that she has moved on to bigger and better ones. Okay, I'm sorry. That was me. I should have said that. But yeah, I love y'all. And until the next time.